Welcome to today's video. In this video, we are going to continue looking at functions, and in today's lesson, we are going to look at the subtopic called mapping. So we're going to look at mapping. So under this topic, I'm going to describe mapping, as well as talk about certain elements that are involved in mapping, and also to demonstrate how you can map two sets. And I'm also going to define what a function, a relationship which is called a function, is. Okay, so let's get into today's lesson. So relation and functions have two related sets. You need to bear in mind that relations and functions have two related sets. Okay, so what we mean here is relations and functions, they have sets that have elements which have connections with the other elements in another set. If there are two sets, set A and set B, which means set A has elements that are connected to elements in set B. Okay, so the one that has input values, which is called domain. So the one that has input values is called domain. Then the other one which has output values is called range. Okay, so the output values are called range and the input values are called domain. If each of the first value of ordered pairs is associated with only one second value, then the relation is a function. Okay, so if you have got two sets, the elements in the first set, which is domain, and the elements in the second set, which are range, these elements in these sets, they are just the elements in the domain are just connected to one element in the range. Then the relation is a function. Okay, so you're going to understand more when I start drawing the arrow diagrams to demonstrate that. If the set of domain has the element in the set of domain, or the domain, they are just connected to one range, just one range. Each element or each domain is just connected to one range, then that means the relation is a function. Okay, using arrow diagram to explain a function is called mapping. Okay, so now we have defined the topic of today, which is mapping. So when you are using arrow diagram to explain a function, that is called mapping. Okay, remember always that a function is the one that has the first value of ordered pair is associated with only one second value, then the relation is a function. Okay, the arrows are drawn from points in the domain to points in the range. Okay, so always when you're drawing when you are drawing the arrow diagram, the arrows, they move from the domain going to the range. Okay, so that is what we also need to consider. Now let's do the actual mapping. Okay, let's do the actual mapping. Let me demonstrate how mapping is done. Okay, so here we have got 2, 3, 4, as well as this side we have 4, 9, 16. Okay, so 2 is mapped into 4, and 3 is mapped into 9, and 4 is mapped into 16. Okay, so these numbers which are on the left, they are domain, and that is range. Okay, then if we can be able to now know the input and the output. So the domain, they are inputs, so these are the numbers, then the range are output. So if we can put 2 and then get 4, what have we done to 4 for to 2? I mean, what have we done to 2 for us to get 4? If we can put 3 and then we get 9, what have we done to 3 to get 9? If we put 4 and get 16, what have we done to 4 to get 16? So here we're trying to find the rule. So the rule that is applicable, that can work for all the three inputs, is n raised to the power 2. We raise every number to the power 2, or we multiply that number by itself twice. If we multiply 2 by 2, will give us 4. Multiply 3 by 3 will give us 9. Multiply 4 by 4 will give us 16. Okay, so that is the rule n. Okay, so now how can we read this out? How can we read this arrow diagram if we have to read it? So when you are interpreting this diagram, we say 2 is mapped into 4, 3 is mapped into 9, 4 is mapped into 16. So basically this is how you read the arrow diagram in the mapping. Okay, thank you so much for watching. In the next video, I'm going to look at identifying a relation and a function. Thank you so much for watching. It has been Easy Learning zed-Mathematics. The future is bright. Thank you so much. God bless you.